Judicial Watch. It's Judicial Watch, always with the heavy lifting to get basic information about what your government's up to. January 6th. We're not allowed to ask questions about January 6th. Who was there? What government agencies were involved? Who knew what and when about the likelihood of things getting out of control? Did the FBI have people there? You know, all sorts of issues like that. We still don't know how many FBI people were in the crowd that day. But did you know? I know you didn't know, because I didn't know until we disclosed it a little while ago. When did we disclose it? Back in March, that the CIA had people working January 6th. We uncovered back in March that the CIA had teams assigned and working on, I think it was the pipe bombs that were found, and I think they had a dog team related to that. Hold on one second. Yeah, 2 CIA bomb techs were assisting with the pipe bomb scene on New Jersey Avenue, and another record referenced several CIA dog teams on standby. So we thought that was very interesting, and we uncovered it. And so what we did was we asked for more records about the CIA's role in January 6th. What staff and personnel, why were the CIA at a domestic political First Amendment related event? Why were they there? They're not supposed to be involved in domestic operations. Very interesting, isn't it? So we immediately filed a FOIA back in March with the CIA about January 6th, a comprehensive FOIA, and they gave us the proverbial hand to the face. They basically told us, I don't even think they responded. Let me see what they did. Sometimes it's fun to see. Oh, here's the lawsuit. I'll tell you how they specifically responded. The CIA acknowledged receipt, so we filed it on March 14th. They acknowledged receipt on the same day and gave us a little reference number, and that was the last we heard of them. 4 months ago. 4 or 5 months. What is it? 1, 2, 3. April, May, June, July. 4 months ago. So what is the CIA covering up about January 6th? We're in federal court now to find out. But Congress isn't doing anything. They're on vacation. I already told you that. It's Judicial Watch. It's Judicial Watch, always with the heavy lifting to get basic information about what your government's up to, especially on important issues like this. Did you know the CIA had people on the ground on January 6th in Washington, D.C.? I suspect you didn't. So this is just one of many January 6th related lawsuits and investigations. We are representing, as you may know, the estate and family of Ashli Babbitt, who was needlessly and, in our view, unlawfully killed on January 6th by Lieutenant Byrd. That lawsuit is proceeding. In fact, it's the first court hearing on the issue, or on the case, is scheduled for next week. So I don't think anything substantive is going to happen at that hearing, but we'll get a feel for where the court is on the issues. There are still issues about whether the court case should be here in Washington, D.C., or where we initially filed it in her hometown in San Diego. The Biden Justice Department immediately sought to, and successfully did, move it to here to Washington, D.C. So this initial hearing is going to be here in Washington, D.C. on April excuse me, on August, I think it's August 6th. We have all sorts of other January 6th FOIAs and, for videos and emails and everything you can think of, including just the lawsuit we filed against the DC police for their body cam videos of January 6th. But the CIA adds a new wrinkle to it, doesn't it? So come back here often for updates because, as I was on Maria's show, Maria Bartiromo's show the other day. I think I talked about this last week. But I made the point that, everyone, they want us to move on from all of these outrageous things that have been happening. Trump's assassinated, move on. Trump's prosecuted improperly, move on. We have this January 6th sham investigation, cover-ups, abuses by the Justice Department, move on. Everything that the left does to abuse power and the government does to violate the law, we're all supposed to just grin and bear it and pretend it never happened. And that's not what Judicial Watch does. We don't move on. We demand answers and we demand accountability as best as we're able under the law and under our Constitution. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.